I'm Jeremiah Hersey, and today we're going to be talking about something that's super cool and super functional for our end users inside of Canvas apps, and that's called the launch function. The launch function is going to allow our users to click on an icon, and it's going to either launch a website, an email, a phone application, or it's going to take them into Google Maps so they can see the location inside of Google. So let's take a look at make.powerapps.com. So here we are at make.powerapps.com, and the source I'm using is a simple Excel worksheet. One thing to note though is that when you're typing in the email address, make sure it is not hyperlinked and it's just a text field, because it will not work if it is hyperlinked. So make sure that's a text field. And so the same columns that I have inside of my table, I have right here my name, address, email, phone number, and my website. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add several icons next to the associated column to allow my users to click on the icon and to launch a specific application. So I'm going to insert icon. Make sure you do this in the first cell, the template cell of your gallery. So we're just going to add an icon, and I'm going to look for something that, since this is an address, something that looks like a map or would represent a map feature. Oh, that one looks good. Location. I scrolled right past it. Look at that. All right, that definitely represents a map icon. All right, so we have our icon next to our address. So what we want is that when users click this icon, it's going to launch Google Maps and bring them to the location inside of Google Maps of wherever our company or business is located. So on the onSelect property, I'm going to go ahead and zoom in so you guys can see. OnSelect property of the location icon, we're going to use launch. And for this, we're going to use the Google Maps. And so we're going to use double quotes, http://maps.google.com, another forward slash, and then a question mark, Q equals, and then you're going to end that double quote. We're going to concatenate, and then we're going to use encode URL, and we're going to tell it that we want to encode this item dot address. All right, and then we're going to close out our parenthesis. So now, if I hold down the Alt key, notice that the icon appears to be clickable. If I click the icon, it brings me to Google Maps with my location. Awesome. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to send an email. So when they click on the email icon, it's going to send an email to the company's email address. So once again, we're going to click in the template cell, and let's add something that looks like a letter. There we go. So we got a mail icon now. Okay, and so once again on the onSelect property of the icon, we're going to use launch, double quotes, we're going to use mail to. So who do you want to mail it to? Close the double quotes, another, we're going to concatenate, and we're going to say this item dot email. and close our launch function. So these are super cool. I really like these, especially for our end users, right? You don't want them to have to copy and paste the phone number into their actual phone and then call the number. Takes too much time. Users want to be able to click it, call the company, see if they're open, see what their specials are, whatever the case may be. So we're going to give our users that option. All right, so let's check out our email button. If I hold down the Alt button and click the email. All right, so notice it now sends me to my email where I can now send to play@Top Squad Games. It sends an email to the company from whatever your email account is. And you have several options. You can use Outlook or whatever your primary account is. All right, so the next thing is our phone number. So we're going to try to look for a phone icon. There's one. And once again, make sure you're in the template cell, because if you're not in the template cell, then you will not see a phone icon in every single row inside of your gallery. You will only see it in one. So, all right, so here's our phone icon. Put it a little bit closer. All right, and so for this code, once again, we're going to use the launch command. And this time, we're going to use what's called the telephone. So TEL:// close double, and then we're going to concatenate this item dot phone. All right, so if the users are on a mobile device, it's going to just bring them to their, it's just going to start calling them. But if you're on a computer and you click this button, it's going to bring up any application that might run phone calls like Teams or Zoom, something like that. And so when you click this button, it's going to bring up that application. So if I hold down the Alt key and click the phone, notice it tells me, do you want to make a call? And asks me to pick an application up here in the upper right hand corner. So I can make a call and ask me, and I'm not going to make a call right now, but we know that our button is now working. And last is our website. So we're going to click on our website and choose an icon that might look like a website. Choose the office building. Why not? And you can also import your own icons if you want to. These are just the ones that are provided by the Power Platform and Power Apps. So on this one, once again, I'm sure you know by now, the onSelect property, launch code. This time, super simple. All we have to put in is this item dot website. And so now if we hold down the Alt key and we click the icon, it will take us to the website. So the launch function is a super awesome feature, especially for our end users, that allow them to just click a button and go directly to a website or send an email or make a phone call to the company. It saves that time, because if users are having to copy and paste information into Google or into their phone, it just takes time, and people are less likely to call your business or email your business to get in contact with you if they have to go through additional steps. So hope you can use this for your future applications, and I'll see you in the next one.